Morning children, welcome back to class. Day 29, class 5, session 4, subject social, globe, a model of the earth. So far we have learned why the globe is called as a model of the earth, and about the oceans, about the continents, and about the shape of the earth. The parallels and the meridians cut each other, and about the latitudes and the longitudes. This all we have finished. And we have learned about the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and our degrees, how are the latitudes and longitudes are designed. Everything we have learned now about the hemispheres, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Why it is called only northern hemisphere? Because the north side it is covering the north area of the land, earth, and south area, so it is the southern hemisphere. So in this way, in deep we have learned, and we have learned about the 181 lines are there in the latitudes. To the north side 90 and the south side 90, and in the middle one along with the equator. So like this we have learned. So why I am repeating again this? When we are continuing the next lesson, if you go through once again what we have studied, it will be better for you to understand. About the longitudes also we have studied now. Yes. Now we learn about the locating places on the globe. Locating places on the globe. The latitudes and longitudes help us in locating the places on the globe. This is very important point. Underline with a pencil. This sentence we have to underline with a pencil. The latitudes and longitudes help us in locating the places on the globe. So in the globe, when someone is explaining with the help of a globe, what they'll do, they'll take a pointer and they'll be pointing. No, suppose this is the globe, and here the longitudes are there, these are the latitudes, these are the 90 degrees, this is the northern hemisphere, this is the southern hemisphere. In this way we'll be explaining. In the same way, when they want to show you the place on the globe, to locate the place, then the latitudes and longitudes help them. The parallels and meridians intersect each other at right angles and form a network, which is called the grid. So here the latitudes and the longitudes both are present, and they intersect at a particular point, then it is called as the grid. G-R-I-D, grid. What does this grid do? This helps us to locate the places. What does this grid do? It will help us to locate the places. To locate a place, we must know the value of its parallel as well as the value of its meridian. Any one of the two values is not of much help to locate the places, because the point of the intersection of a particular latitude with another longitude gives the location of the place. So when they are finding a place on the globe, the important thing is that latitudes and longitudes must be present. So when they intersect with each other, that particular point is called grid. So with the help of the grid only, they can find the place, they can locate the place. So to know the value of it, we should know the value of the parallels and the meridian. Already we have studied about the longitudes and latitudes now. So when they intersect each other at a particular point, then it is known as the grid. They form a network, and this network is called as a grid. So this is about the locating places on the globe. By this we have finished the chapter. Lesson number 1, globe, a model of the earth, is finished. I have tried a lot to bring a globe, but it is not possible. Anyhow, if you are having in your houses, you can do. Otherwise, when the school reopens, I will show you definitely. So the globe will be like this. In starting itself, I have told you. By this we have finished the chapter, and we have learned about the new words, right? Globe, axis, poles, equator, latitudes, longitudes, grid. This is all we have studied, and I have given you the homework. But how far you have learned? Did you learn or not? Still now, if suppose anyone does not learn, five, this is how many are there? 6, 7 meanings are there. These 7 learn words you have to definitely learn, children. It's very helpful for you in the question answers also. Now let's recall. After lesson finishing, they have given the recall session. Why? Recall session is that what we have learned in the chapter. మనం ఏమేమి నేర్చుకున్నాం ఈ చాప్టర్ అని తెలియడం కోసం recall session ఉంది. Once we'll go through this. Once I want to read this, follow the reading. Okay. A globe is a model of the earth. What we have learned in this chapter? A globe is a model of the earth. There are 7 continents and 5 oceans on the earth. Very important point, no? There are 7 continents and 5 oceans on the earth. The equator divides the earth into 2 equal halves. What does an equator do? It will divide the earth into 2 equal halves. The longitudes are drawn from north to south. The prime meridian is taken as a starting line for all the meridians. So what is the first starting meridian? Prime meridian. The latitudes and longitudes form a grid which helps to locate a place. Both the latitudes and longitudes form a network that is called as a grid, and it helps to locate the place. This is the recall session. Now fill in the blanks. They have given the fill in the blanks, right? The imaginary line that divides the earth into 2 equal parts is called the dash. Once again I am repeating. The imaginary line that divides the earth into 2 equal parts is called the dash. The answer is equator. What is the answer? Equator. Now note down with a pencil in the textbook. The imaginary line, first one in the fill in the blanks. The imaginary line that divides the earth into 2 equal parts is called the dash. Equator. Next. Dash is the 7th largest country in the world. Which country is the 7th largest country in the world? India, our country. So write there India. First one equator, second one India. Third one. The large water bodies on the earth are called dash. Large water bodies on the earth. Emantar water bodies ni on the earth? Oceans. What it is said as? Oceans. And the large land masses on it are called continents. Land masses are called as continents, and the water bodies are called as oceans. Are you writing, children? Yes. Now fourth one. Dash is the model of the earth. Everyone knows, and I think everyone are giving the answers. Right. Globe. Globe is a model of the earth. Now fifth one. The parallels and meridians intersect each other and form a network called the dash. Just now we have discussed grid. G-R-I-D, grid. The parallels and meridians intersect each other and form a network called the grid. So all the 5 answers I have told you. Fill in the blanks. Note it down with a pencil in the textbook right now. Then your homework is to write the fill in the blanks. Write the fill in the blanks as well as true or false also you have to write. Okay, now we will discuss that one also and we will write that one. So now go to the second bit. Choose the right answer. The dash help us to locate the place. They have given A latitude, B equator, C grid. What is the answer? Take a pencil. Answer is C, grid. The grid help us to locate the places. Second one. The southern hemisphere is entirely covered by dash. The southern hemisphere is entirely covered by land, oceans and seas. Which is the right answer about the southern hemisphere? Already they have given in the textbook. By oceans. It is covered by oceans. So the answer is B. Next. The continent with hardly any human life on it. Antarctica. C. What is the answer? Antarctica, C. The equator is numbered 0. That is answer is A. C, B, C, A. Next, the largest country is Russia. B. C, B, C, A, B. C, B, C, A, B. These are the answers for the second. We choose the right answer. Now, coming to the true or false third bit. True or false. First one. The equator is the longest latitude. What is the answer? True. Write full sentence. T-R-U-E. True. Second one. The shape of the earth is a perfect sphere. False. The shape of the earth is not a perfect sphere. Third one. 70% of the earth is occupied by water. True. 70% of the earth is occupied by water. True. Next, there is life on all the planets of the solar system. Solar system, we are having 8 planets. Uranus, Neptune, Jupiter. So, Earth and all the planets there is life? No, false. Next, the two end points of the Earth axis are called the poles. Earth axis. Earth is rotating on an axis, no? The two end points are called as poles. True. Once again I am repeating. The equator is the longest latitude. True. The shape of the earth is a perfect sphere. False. 70% of the earth is occupied by water. True. There is a life on all the planets of the solar system. False. The two endpoints of the earth axis are called the poles. True. I have given you the answers for both the fill in the blanks and the true or false. So, what is that you have to do? Write this fill in the blanks and true or false as homework one time. But the thing is that you have to copy the questions from the textbook. Page number 260. Learn and write. Textbook. Page number 260. Fill in the blanks. And page number 261. True or false. One time. Okay. This is the homework for you. Fill in the blanks and the true or false. So, and in next session we'll write the question answers. We have finished the A bit, B bit and C bit. Only we are having 4 question answers that we'll be writing in the next session. So by this we'll be completing our lesson. This is your homework, children. Copy down. Learn and write. Textbook page number 260. Fill in the blanks, and page number 261. True or false. One time. Thank you.